Bad Bunny got more people deported than any other celebrity because of how terrible his halftime show was. Google searches for ICE tip lines surged during Latinx superstar Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime performance. I mean, were people trying to get him deported or? I wasn't on board with deporting them before, but now. And if you thought that was bad, hearing Bad Bunny a cappella is pretty funny.
Who you love, a big chapter what to do, after the lie become the truth, hey.
Mucha novia, tengo una, mañana otra, pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo mucha novia, hey. Mucha novia, tengo.
I personally prefer Bad Trumpy.
Hey, Titi me preguntó si tengo mucha novia, hey.
More than 600 private jets departed from the Bay Area after the Super Bowl ended. But we have to drink our McDonald's Coke with a paper straw. All right, bro. Makes sense. We're doing the good work, guys. You know, those paper straws have probably offset like one of those private jets. So, feel proud.
This is your favorite president, and this message is for Bad Bunny, or as I call him, the nasty rabbit. El Conejo Desagradable. He's a nasty rabbit and a stupid rabbit. Anytime you see a guy in a dress, that's a very stupid person. So he's a nasty guy, a horrible guy. They call him Bad Bunny. I call him the worst bunny. Think about it. And nobody knows bunnies quite like I do. I get along very well with many of the highly respected bunnies all around the world. I have a tremendous relationship with Bugs Bunny. He said to me, "What's up, Doc?" He said, "Sir, what's up, Doc, sir?" I said, "You don't have to call me Doc. You could call me Donald." But Bugs Bunny is a tremendous bunny. He does a fantastic job on the baseball field. He plays every position. You look at him, but he does a fantastic job. I get along very well with Roger Rabbit. And what happened to him was horrible, you know. They say, "Sir, who framed Roger Rabbit, sir?" I said, "It was probably the fake news and the Democrats. They frame everybody." But he got a raw deal. And so we gave him a pardon because what happened to Roger Rabbit was horrible.
Josh Slater has been on fire again this week. He's been visiting some local businesses.
I like it in here. This is a cool store. You got, have you been, I don't know what's going on back there. That threw me off. Have you been watching the news lately?
No.
They're trying to make people show their IDs to vote. Do you think that's racist?
Yeah, they've been tripping.
I agree. Can I get the hitter, the purple one, and then the bong?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
You got some ID?
The hypocrisy. I believe it's called cognitive dissonance. Have a look at this one.
Good. How are you? Are you the shop owner?
Yes.
I have some terrible news. It looks like your certificate for the shop, it's actually expired.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it expired, and we're gonna need $500 today to make sure that you can still have the shop going.
Who are you?
I'm Javante. I'm with the Illinois State Licensing Board.
Oh, can I have your ID?
Excuse me, bigot? Did you just ask a black man for his ID?
You're not black.
I was assigned white skin pigmentation at birth by my parents' bigoted doctor, but I identify as African American. You can't ask me for my ID, that's racist.
No, I'm not racist.
Those are your signs out there, aren't they? It says ID is racist.
That is different.
How is it different?
It's different because...
Because how? Did you ask me for my ID so you know who I am?
Who are you? Give me your license.
So you're asking me so you know who I am, right?
Yes.
Because an ID makes you feel more comfortable knowing I am who I say I am?
Yeah, because I have to know who are you.
Isn't that what they're doing at the voting booth?
Yes.
Exactly. So how are IDs racist at the voting booth? You don't have an answer, do you? You just put up those signs just to put them up. You did?
Yes.
Good luck with that, buddy.
The hair brushing the beard, it really gets me every time. It makes total sense to ask for voter ID. I have no idea how the Democrats feel that they can stand on this one. Representative Tim Burchett called out the hypocrisy this week when he exposed the Democrat politicians using their photo IDs to vote against photo IDs in elections.
You're an American citizen to get registered to vote, and you got to show a dadgum photo ID to vote. And that ID, 213 Democrats used their IDs to vote yesterday. Nobody hollered about racism there. It's just ridiculous, folks. This thing is just about corruption and it's about control. And the Democrat Party ought to be ashamed. I mean, it's just pathetic. That's not any way to treat people. We ought to have safe elections. And they are fighting us tooth and nail.
Michael Cloud says, for reference, this is how we vote in the US House. You insert your photo ID and you press the button. People have been calling out the Democrats because once again this week they're trying to push the idea that black people and married women won't be able to figure out how to vote.
You're going to have to Xerox or photocopy your ID to send it in to prove you are who you are. Well, there are a whole lot of people, especially people who live in rural communities, who don't. There's no Kinko's, there's no Office Max near them. People have to understand that when we're talking about voter ID laws, be clear about who you have in mind and what would be required of them to prove who they are.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
Suggesting that black people can't figure out how to get access to voter ID is pretty racist. Thank you, CJ Meany, for tagging me in this one. Celebrating Black History Month. Bill Clinton has the record for black imprisonment. Obama has the record for black people on welfare. And Trump has the record for black employment rate. Statistics are great, aren't they? Kerry Doherty says she is so proud of herself this week. Even though I'm a married woman, I was able to produce a photo ID to buy a box of Sudafed. Well done, Kerry. What an achievement. Another Charlie Kirk tagged me in this one. If you're a liberal woman who can't figure out how to get an ID, ask a conservative woman. She can help you. Of course, you're always welcome to ask. Japan just counted their votes in 8 hours, same day results. Why can't we do that? Because cheating takes longer. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Democrats just start coming out and saying that at some point. A comparison was drawn this week between JD Vance and Michelle Obama when they answered very similar questions. And the difference in their answer is just so interesting.
There are certainly sacrifices that come along with this life.
Our kids are little. We're going to have to move.
There are also a lot of good things.
It's expensive to live in the White House.
What a blessing it is to be here.
There were moments when I didn't feel like I got enough attention.
We live in this beautiful, very protected mansion that the American people have gifted us.
Many people don't know. I mean, much is not covered.
Most of our meals are prepared for us. So we don't have to worry as much about cooking.
You're paying for every food, every bit of food that you eat.
There are a lot of things that in some ways make having a baby easier.
How do you raise kids in the White House? It's dangerous.
You don't have to worry about TSA lines when you're the vice president. Air Force 2 makes transportation pretty easy.
We had to pay for their travel to be on the plane.
My attitude towards kids,
they're a hassle.
What the hell have we gotten ourselves into? No more kids.
They mess you up.
Then we had a second, then we had a third, and now both of us are just like, what's one more?
Whatever.
Two people living the same experience and yet experiencing it so differently. It's amazing the power of gratitude.
liberal. Liberal. Happy fun, la la la. Human smuggling, fentanyl deaths, forced government euthanasia, chopping up children's genitals, la 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 la.
This Karen video went viral this week with this lady causing trouble, but there was a happy ending.
My car's literally broken down.
You shouldn't really be here. You'll need to move.
But I can't move the car.
My boyfriend's going to be coming any minute.
What's the problem? But, buddy, my car is broken down.
Talking rubbish.
There's a warning light, son.
Yeah, no,
it's not started.
No, it's not. It's not.
Just press the button, see if it starts.
Look.
Don't encourage him. No,
it's broken down.
Talking rubbish, Alan. He's talking rubbish.
What's your problem?
He's parked outside your house, Alan.
It's not parked. He's broken down.
You find this all amusing, are you?
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
You're ganging up on me now.
No, we're not.
Is it because I'm a...
Alan, do you remember me?
I do. Got your car fixed then.
Where is she now?
She had to go. After that little incident with you, she was a nightmare.
How are you now?
I'm fine. Absolutely fine now. Much better. I can do what I like. And thanks for what you did for me.
He doesn't need that in his life. So the left wants a woman to be president, but they also think women aren't smart enough to get an ID. But also men can become women. I just want to make sure I'm following along correctly. Thank you, Jennifer Harper, for tagging me in this one. We need a much bigger government. Oh my gosh, the power of the government is being used against me. More liberal logic. Whereas here's some nice right-wing logic.
The question is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't trust Gavin with his best friend's wife, how can you trust him with your state? How can you trust him with your state?
There are some jokes about AOC this week after she had a little bit of a Kamala moment.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
I think that this is such a, I think that this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States. And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point. And we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
AOC, the only waitress in history who brings nothing to the table. Brandon says that rumours are circulating that this is the Democrat ticket come 2028. Harris Ocasio-Cortez. El Jefe says, congrats JD Vance. Never a good idea for an alcoholic to hang out with a bartender. Very good. I personally don't think this lineup will happen because it's just, it's a disaster in the making. Beyond anything we've seen before. Thank you, Paul, for tagging me in this one. He says, and you all know that this ticket will get at least 65% of the women's votes. I don't know. Sometimes I really don't understand my fellow females, I have to say. Another Karen moment this week where we got to see ICE agents calling these people out and just talking common sense once again.
What's up? This isn't where I live. That's fine. This isn't where I live. No.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
If my parents paid all my bills.
We just want to make sure you got home.
This isn't where I live.
It's okay, Olivia. We appreciate it.
You can go talk to them.
Well,
this isn't where I live.
So if this is not where your vehicle's registered, you might want to look that up with their state.
It is, buddy. My address is correct on my ID and where my car is registered.
Okay.
Good try, though.
All right. Thanks, Olivia.
Do you feel strong or what?
We're good. Have a great day, okay?
I'll keep following you, okay?
Oh, no, she doesn't care. It's all right, no, come on. She doesn't care? She doesn't care. They never do.
How does it feel to be a race traitor?
You know, we were trying to get a child molester, right?
No, you weren't.
Yes, we were.
How would you know?
Because it was a woman you talked to.
His wife.
And then his plate came back as
Also,
murder.
I just want to say, calling someone a race traitor.
But you guys don't care.
I hope you realize that is the most racist thing you can say as a white
incredible.
woman.
Of course,
And
it
just
is.
so you know, this isn't a good look for you.
You think I care about my look?
No, oh no, trust me.
When you guys
it
are-
is evident by how you look, you don't care. We get that, trust me. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying this, trying to be a social warrior. If you actually cared, you probably would care about the child who got raped and also the person who got murdered by the person that we were looking for. But see, you don't care.
No, I don't care because you guys
Thank
try.
you. Thank you.
just
Yeah,
try to detain legal immigrants. None of you actually give a shit.
Really?
If you were here to get illegal, violent immigrants off the street, that would be fine. That's not what you're doing.
It's not. No, hold on. It's okay. She
You
said
need to
it's
back
not.
up.
It's not.
It's not what you're
If you-
doing.
just so you know, if you were to spray that, you would be arrested.
That's fine.
Okay.
Don't come close to
Well,
me.
we're gonna tell you this. Stop following us.
No, it's not illegal.
So you don't want us to come close to you, but you keep riding our tail.
I have given you plenty of distance the entire time.
Okay. Just so you know, if you do impede, I want you to hear this.
Me following you is not impeding.
If
I'm
you
well aware of my rights,
if
buddy.
you impede, you will be arrested.
One thing that somebody pointed out is this guy, he comes across as quite like camp. So I don't know if he is gay or not, but if he is, there's something just so sweet about these recent videos where you're seeing like gay men, legal Mexican citizens, and black men who are speaking to these Karens and basically being like, cop on. There's just something sweet about that.
Okay, I think we can all agree everything here is a little bit too Chinese. All the restaurants and cafes and that, for a start, way too many noodles. I don't eat noodles. You know, we're going to need pie and mash, ham, egg and chips. I mean, you need to cater to me, yeah? No? I don't think you understand. I'm not from here, okay? I left the UK because I didn't like it, all right? So I need you to change everything to make it feel like it's the UK, yeah? Still no, is it? Right, okay. Well, also, I can't really work at the minute. Anxiety, yeah. So when do I get my money? Obviously, got a few kids at home and all, so they're going to need to come here. That's a no-brainer. Why do you keep saying no? I've noticed as well, there's a lot of Chinese people here as well, isn't it? So I was thinking we could get loads of me over here and we have our own little area and then you lot can just fuck off. Does that sound good? It doesn't. Well, no, hear me out, because I was thinking if we get loads of me over here, then we can vote in, you know, one of me to be in charge, and then we can all start telling you lot how to live. And after that, I was going to organise some marches where we go through the streets chanting anti-Chinese sentiments. So obviously you'll need to protect us while we do that. That's a no as well, is it? Oh. And finally, I am here illegally. Yeah, didn't respect the rules on that one. So do I just choose any hotel, or have you got certain... Prison?
I generally avoid Reddit because I just think it's insane how much censorship goes on there. This person pointed out 4chan, known as a right-wing Nazi haven, allows all types of opinions and rhetoric. X, known as a right-wing Nazi haven, allows all types of opinions and rhetoric. Reddit, known as a left-wing haven, bans anyone posting anything even slightly right of centre. Blue Sky, quickly becoming known as a left-wing haven, bans anyone posting anything even slightly right of centre. Really makes you think. Words do not matter as much as actions. The actions say it all.
Wait, he works for ICE?
Yeah, Department of Homeland Security. Yeah, why don't you go interview him?
Okay.
He's ICE?
Hey, what's your name?
I'm gonna tell you my name.
Do you work for ICE?
I do not work for ICE.
Who do you work for?
Google this building.
The detention center?
MDCLA.
How long have you been working here?
All questions will be answered through our media representative, Mr. Ringwood. Have a nice day, sir.
Hey, fuck ICE, man. ICE.
Hey, this isn't ICE, man.
I just love RFK Jr. posted this great video with Mike Tyson, which has a little bit of a reference to COVID times, if you remember, when they tried to convince people to take the shot in exchange for a free donut. Or was it a McDonald's? I can't remember. It was ridiculous.
What do you think you're doing? Processed food kills. Remember that.
Who had the deadliest jab? Any voters? Anyone want to vote on this one? Explain it to me like I took the vaccine for a donut. Well, Valentine's Day this week was celebrated fondly by the Republican Party. They were all posting Valentine's Day memes. This is from the White House. I love you more than Democrats love spending your tax money. My love for you is huge. I want you on my side of the wall. You captured my heart. My love for you is as strong as Democrats' love for illegal aliens. I would fly 1,537 miles to have a drink with you. I love you like a brother. Happy Valentine's Day. Roses are redacted. Redacted are redacted. 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 Our love writes itself. Autopen machine. You're terrific. I think that would be Trump's favourite, probably. Are you Trump's border wall? Because I can't get over you. Let's see Senator John Kennedy's ones. These will have to be good. I believe love is the answer, but I own a handgun just in case. Sometimes falling feels like flying for a little while. Always be yourself, unless you suck. I wish he had made a video of those. I'd love to hear him say it with his lovely accent. Rob Schneider shared, you stole my heart like the 2020 election. Biden's is, if you do not know what you're doing, neither does your enemy. Wow, that is genius. Kamala's one, Valentine's Day is a big day. It is bigger than smaller days. Valentine starts with a V. Profound. When you survive the Epstein files, but the 9/11 files still aren't public. And Pam Bondi has been facing some heat as well this week because when asked about the Epstein files, she kind of tried to redirect to how well the stock market is doing. And I have to say, I thought this little song was a banger.
How many of Epstein's co-conspirators have you indicted? How many perpetrators are you even?
The Dow right now is over 50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. That's what we should be talking about. The Dow right now. S&P at almost 7,000. The American people need to know this. Need to know how is the Dow.
Let me address the survivors because that's
how is the Dow.
This fella explains why some people are so upset about her trying to make it about the stock market.
Can't use the stock market as a distraction from the redacted files because we're all broke. Do you not understand that? That's how bad of a lawyer the attorney general is. Oh, stop bringing up the redacted files. Stop talking about old stuff, okay? The stock market's never been higher. Look at the S&P. I don't look at the S&P. You know why? Because in the Wall Street Journal, they're saying that millennials are splurging on extravagant things like rotisserie chicken. They're calling food an extravagant expense.
The global economy for the past 3 years. It can feel a little bit like that, right?
You know, whenever somebody says that maybe it's time to move on from the Epstein files, I'm always like, great. I totally agree. I think we should have moved on to the public execution phase of this a long time ago. So, like, what's the holdup? Do we not have enough wood chippers? And I'll donate.
American Warrior shared this meme. Pam Bondi, if we prosecute everyone in the files, the whole system would collapse. The American people, burn it down. Now, moving to some more lighthearted stuff. This is AI. Can't believe it looks so real. We get to see what it would be like if Michael Scott met President Trump.
Mr. Trump, what an incredible honor.
Should be me.
The Save America Act has just passed the House, so we are that much closer to the voter ID rules that the Trump administration has been pushing for. I shared this comment before that Seamus wrote saying, every day since Trump got elected, there's another headline like illegal aliens banned from accessing nuclear codes, or MS-13 loses diplomatic immunity. And you're like, wait, they were allowed to do what? This week's one is the Trump administration closes loophole allowing illegal immigrants and unqualified drivers to operate commercial trucks after fatal crashes. Bumbadum says it is impossible to satirise the insanity of what has been happening in this country. This was really quite impressive this week. Elon is flexing so hard today. SpaceX Falcon 9 painted the Grok logo across the California sky. This is some next level marketing tactic. I have to say, that is some amazing marketing. Elon said a friend of mine suggested that we do a light show with the Starlink satellites one of these days. Would look cool. And people posted their different photos from their different perspectives. What incredible marketing. Thank you, St. Olaf's Cross, for tagging me in this video. I have actually seen this one before, but I'll share it with you guys because it is it's very sweet. The headline is "The Richest Man I've Ever Seen."
Mama, vi na gawa. Już mi to nie było.
So I just want to really quickly go through the Buy Me a Coffee donations from this week and give you guys shout outs. Thank you so much for your support again. It's just so helpful. So Martin, I would just like to say thank you so much for your generosity. He said, love your work. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. And TSLA Addict said, love you and the entire podcast. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for your support. I'm so glad you're enjoying the channel. And yes, I will keep up the work. Michael, thank you so much for your generosity. He said, just recently found your channel on YouTube. Really enjoy it. Well, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you found it. I hope you'll continue to get some good laughs out of it. And yeah, thanks so much, guys, for your support. It's amazing. And thank you to all of you who watch, comment, subscribe every week. It all is just amazing that you guys do that. Don't forget, I also post these videos to Rumble and X, just in case there's ever any sort of problem with posting these videos to YouTube in the future. And you can tag me in any funny clips or memes that you see throughout the week on X. And then they have the chance to appear in one of the future videos. So that's it from me and Vinny today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.